Broadcasting live from beautiful Middle Tennessee. It's the Mr. Big Show. And here he is, Mr. Big.
In today's exciting installment, Mr. Big discusses Dragon Quest.
Hi, Biggie here again to talk about a series that is near and dear to my heart.
Dragon Quest.
I've loved the JRPG genre for most of my life, but admittedly, the Dragon Quest series was one I hadn't gotten into until fairly recently, and boy was I missing out. Dragon Quest games can be both the most corny and the most touching JRPGs you've ever played at the same time. In this episode, I'll be discussing the game that started it all. The Dragon Quest series is a beloved role-playing video game series that combines classic JRPG gameplay, wonderful upbeat music, and fantasy writing that has been finely honed over time. The series has been around since 1986 and has undergone numerous iterations and remakes since its inception. The first game in the series is considered by many to be a classic and a staple of the genre. However, it features a basic storyline, but it has challenging battles and engaging characters that offer hours of fun and entertainment for players of all ages. The series is also renowned for its unique charm and gameplay mechanics that capture the essence of classic JRPGs. Series creator Yuji Horii is a legend in the gaming industry, and his influence can be seen in many other RPGs that have come after Dragon Quest. The series is famous for its addictive gameplay, memorable characters, and charming visuals. One of the defining features of the Dragon Quest series is its fantastical world filled with monsters and magic. In the first title, players take on the role of the hero, Roto, or Erdrick in most English localizations, who embarks on a quest to save the kingdom of Alfgard from the Dragon Lord, a being of great evil. Along the way, players will encounter a variety of characters, both friend and foe, each with their own unique abilities and personality. As the first title in the series, many of the series tropes start here, such as slimes that became the mascot of the series, legendary heroes, and unique names for magic. The first Dragon Quest is a straightforward and textbook definition of bare-bones JRPG. However, that's looking at it now. When it came out, it defined what a console RPG was and what it could be. Since this is really the first console JRPG, main quests and side quests hadn't been sussed out to what they are today. So, in the original Dragon Quest, players only have two objectives, and one of them is the optional side quest. It is technically canon, but players don't have to complete it to finish the game, but I'll speak more on that later. The basic gameplay loop entails fighting monsters while walking to the next town to find clues on where to find items to stop the Dragon Lord. When players are not strong enough to defeat enemies, they need to level up by fighting more enemies in front of a town, using the inn to heal while saving frequently. Dragon Quest is light on almost everything, but effectively being the first in the genre, it gets a pass. Pretty much every JRPG series that we play today wouldn't exist if it wasn't for this game. There are no party members, and combat is one-on-one against any monster encountered while traveling. However, the fights become repetitive very quickly. Let me be the first to welcome you to JRPGs, where the grinding never ends and the gains are minimal and fleeting at best. In this early title, the level cap is only 30, and you'll need to be at least 25 to safely fight the Dragon Lord. Once you do, that's it. You return to Tantegel Castle and report to the king that you were victorious, and you hear a fanfare of trumpets and see the credits roll. The end. I know I've just sat here and pretty much raked the original Dragon Quest over the coals, saying it's the blandest game I have ever played. While that is true, it is also not true at the same time. The biggest thing this game has going for it is the reason we play JRPGs. Lore. Both in-universe and in real life, there are a few game series that can go toe-to-toe with the universe and sheer gravitas that the Dragon Quest series has developed over the last 4 decades. and it is very much well earned. The series has become so popular that the police had to step in and ask that the games be released on weekends to stymie children and adults from skipping work and school to play them. Despite the long-standing rumor, no actual law was passed to that effect. In short, Dragon Quest is a seminal game in the JRPG genre, and it's a title that I would recommend for anyone looking for a quick, easy entry into that genre. The Switch port features updated graphics, updated music, and a host of quality of life improvements that make the game more enjoyable to play. Overall, Dragon Quest on Nintendo Switch is the version I would recommend and is a must-have game for fans of the series and anyone looking for a fun and engaging RPG. If you've made it this far, thank you for listening. And if you've enjoyed this, you can find more nerdy content on our social media pages. On Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, you can find us under The Game of Nerds. And you can find my content specifically on TikTok at Mr_Big86. Thank you again, and talk to you soon.